Friends, today I'm going to share with you a true inspiring story. A story that, if you listen with your heart, I promise could change the way you think about life. This is not just a story of hard work, it is a story of vision, of the kind of wisdom we often fail to see, but which can transform our entire future. This is the story of two friends, Rahul and Ravi. And I believe the lesson hidden in their journey is one you might never find in any book. So stay with me until the end, because the moral of this story could give your life a whole new direction. Let's begin. A long time ago in the heart of Rajasthan, India, there was a small village surrounded by endless sand and scorching heat. In the middle of this harsh land, there was an old pond. Close to the village, a big company had been set up whose job was to supply clean water to nearby towns. But to do that, they would fill their tankers directly from the village pond. This company always needed laborers because carrying water in buckets from the pond 5 kilometers away was no easy task. One day, two friends came to the village looking for work, Rahul and Ravi. Both came from poor families with no money, even for 2 square meals a day. But they had a strong spirit and hope in their hearts. They went to the company owner to ask for work. The owner told them, "Look, sons, there's a pond 5 kilometers from here. You'll have to fill water from there and bring it to us. I'll pay you 2 rupees for every bucket you deliver. The more buckets you carry, the more you earn." Rahul and Ravi thought, the job is simple. We are not afraid of hard work. Let's do it. So they agreed. The very next morning, with the first rays of the sun, both set out with their buckets. The burning desert sand, the thorny paths, the punishing heat, none of it broke their determination. From morning till evening, they carried water from the pond to the company and returned for more. On average, they managed 20 to 25 buckets each day, earning about 20 to 22 rupees daily. It wasn't much, but it was enough to feed themselves. They felt that finally, life was getting back on track. But the real story was only beginning. 4 or 5 days went by in the same routine. Rahul was happy. He was earning money every day. He even began dreaming. One day I'll become a big man in this village. I'll wear fine clothes and turn my hut into a solid house. But Ravi felt uneasy. At night, lying down, he would think, am I going to keep carrying buckets my entire life? This race from sunrise to sunset, will it never end? Finally, one day Ravi spoke to Rahul. "Friend, every day we're walking 5 kilometers to fetch water. Same work, same struggle. Just think, what if we built a pipeline from the pond to the company?" Rahul burst out laughing. "Are you crazy? A 5-kilometer pipeline, that far? So much money, so much work. And what if villagers damage it or someone steals the pipes?" But Ravi took a deep breath and calmly replied, "It's hard, yes, but not impossible. The energy we spend carrying buckets every day, if we use that energy and a bit of planning, we could change our lives within a few years." Rahul shook his head. "I need daily earnings, Ravi. I can't take that kind of risk." Ravi smiled gently. "Okay, my friend, I'm going to try for my dream." From that day on, Rahul continued to carry his usual load of buckets each day. But Ravi changed his routine. Ravi divided his day into 2 parts. From morning to afternoon, he carried just enough buckets to pay for his family's needs. Once he earned that much, he spent the rest of his time working on his dream. First, he began talking to the older craftsmen of the village. "Brother, How do you join pipes? Which pipe is the strongest? If a pipe leaks, how do you fix it? Little by little, he learned the skills of pipe fitting. He decided he would save a small amount from his weekly earnings, no matter how tough things got, and buy one piece of pipe each month. At night, he would trace marks in the soil, measuring where the pipeline would run. Sometimes he would sit alone, sketching out the pipeline on paper. Every bend, every slope, every detail. During the day, he battled the blazing sun, and at night he had to bear the villagers' taunts. "It's madness. Give it up, you'll ruin yourself." Those words rang in Ravi's ears again and again, but his courage did not break. Ravi worked with his own hands, digging trenches. Sometimes he gave chocolate to village children so they'd help move the dirt. Week by week, step by step, he kept moving forward. As if there was magic in his feet, the more obstacles appeared, the stronger he became. In 3 months, he had completed half the digging for the pipeline. Every day, his eyes held the same shining dream. One day, water will flow on its own, and I will see the true reward of my hard work. Rahul would often see Ravi and say, "This boy is wasting his life." But Ravi would only smile and keep working. He knew that big things take time and require patience. That belief gave him strength even when exhaustion tried to bring him down. Rahul would tease him many times. "Ravi, look at me. I'm earning 20 rupees every day. I'm even about to build a new house, and you're still digging in the dirt." Ravi's heart would hurt, but his courage and dreams did not waver. He kept delivering just enough water to survive and invested all his leftover time in his mission. Meanwhile, Rahul's life changed a lot. After 2 years, he built a small brick house. After 3 years, he bought a second-hand car. He thought he was successful. But Ravi? His clothes were still torn and dirty. His hands were full of blisters, and his eyes showed exhaustion. But his heart still held hope. Every day he told himself, "One day, my hard work will pay off." Even Ravi's mother often worried, "Son, everyone says you're crazy, just give up this dream." But Ravi would smile, "Mother, just wait a little longer. You'll see." 3 years later, the day arrived that would change not only Ravi's life, but also his entire identity. That morning, a cool breeze was blowing through the village. Ravi's heart was pounding. Today, the pipeline's final connection will happen. He hadn't slept all night, worrying. What if there's a leak? What if the water pressure fails? As the sun rose, he made the final fitting, held his breath, and turned the tap. Clear water burst out powerfully into the bucket. Tears flowed down Ravi's face. Tears not of defeat, but of victory. Now he didn't have to carry buckets anymore. Just a simple twist of the tap, and water flowed by itself. He could fill water for the company in minutes and spend the rest of his time chasing new dreams. Rahul arrived and saw Ravi's tap running and was stunned. "Ravi, how did you do this?" Ravi took a deep breath and replied, "Remember I told you, it's hard but not impossible." Rahul realized that his 3 years of carrying buckets had only tied him to daily earnings. But Ravi had invested those 3 years and changed his entire future. Now, even the villagers came to Ravi, praising him. "Brother Ravi, please teach us too." Ravi stood tall and proud, telling everyone, "If you learn to look a little farther ahead, life becomes much easier." Within 2 months, Ravi earned more money than Rahul had made in 3 years. His story was now famous, not just in the village, but in nearby towns as well. So friends, what does the story of Rahul and Ravi teach us? Hard work is something everyone does, but only those who think bigger become bigger. Rahul accepted the daily grind as his fate, but Ravi looked for a way out, so he could earn for years to come without breaking his back. Many times in life, we get caught in the same daily job, the same fights, the same bills, and we forget our dreams. But if you, like Ravi, can think a little further, take a little risk, and have a little patience, you can change your destiny with your own hands. Don't be like Rahul, who only looks at today. Be like Ravi, who sees the picture of tomorrow. If you fear hard work today, you will keep running forever. But if you dare today, you can build a life tomorrow beyond your imagination. Friends, if this story touched your heart, please give this video a like. Your one click motivates me to bring you more inspiring stories.